Welcome baldies of the world, only joking. So I assume you've visited this video and clicked on because you're either bald, you're either going bald, or you're thinking about having SMP, which is scalp micropigmentation. And maybe you just want to hear about somebody's experience and maybe to get some validation or just to see whether it's worth doing. And I can tell you yes, because I've had it done, look. But before I get into that, the journey of that, so I'll go back to when I started going bald. So I went bald at 30, which is like 2010, and I'm 45 in 2 months. So how did it affect me? Well, I think it must affect all men really, but I don't know, it's hard to say because I was 6'2" then, and I still am now. And I kind of had a decent body and worked out, so it didn't really affect me so much. Although one of my ex-girlfriends at the time said, oh, it is affecting you. But anyway, her opinion's irrespective now. What did I do about it? Well, I did a number of things. So I used products like Alpacin caffeine shampoo, which I think is a load of crap. It doesn't work. I don't care what the adverts say. It doesn't work at all. So it doesn't override genetics. Tried that, then I tried those little iron filings. They're like little magnetic fibres that stick to your remaining hair, so you shake it in like a salt and pepper pot. And that kind of does make your hair look thicker, but you know, that comes with its own level of embarrassment, because can you imagine if somebody rubbed their hand through your hair and then they had all these like fibres on. So you don't want to keep embarrassing yourself, fellas, when you're going bald. So the next thing I did, I just thought, fuck it, and I just shaved it off. I literally just shaved it all off, grew my beard, and I was like, right, that's it, just be done with it. And just got on with life. So yeah, and then what else did I do? I got my sleeve tattoo. I don't think that's got anything to do with losing my hair, but I wanted to look like more of, not a thug, but just like a bald guy with a sleeve, and I think it suits me quite well, to be honest. And it even did back in, well, 2011, 12 when I actually got the tattoo done. So that worked for me. It meant changing my the way that I looked. But you have to adapt to yourself, because you can't override those genetics and going bald. So yeah, that's my story. That's a few things that I did. Did it affect anything in my life? No, it didn't stop me getting jobs, good, decent paid jobs. Did it affect my success with women? No. Depends what you're benchmarking really, but I always had girlfriends and like one-offs and affairs and hookups and things. So, you know, despite what society says, I think a lot of women do like bald men. I think they prefer men with hair, but you know, I think they do prefer bald men. So if that's on your mind, I won't let it worry you too much. I think you've just got to maximise on your other features, like your body. You have to get that body straight first. Obviously, you've got to have your mind straight, and just try and maximise on other areas of your life. And if you need to get some tattoos to make you look like a thug, or to make you look a bit tougher, then just do it, but just maximise what you've got so you can at least feel happier inside without your hair. So, scalp micropigmentation, SMP for short. I'm sure many people have heard of this now, and I think it is actually a great thing. For guys that are going bald, or I think women have it as well, to like cover up like thinning hair for when they're going through the menopause. So I think these tattoo artists that are doing it now, I mean, let me step back again. When I lived in Manchester, I used to play football with a guy, and I noticed that he had ink on his head straight away. And I think, to be honest, this was about 2011. All of his mates took the piss out of him, so I don't really think there was his mates really, but I could definitely tell he had SMP, because it just looked, it just didn't look natural at all. Like the ink spots were too big and it just looked shit, and I felt sorry for him, to be honest. And I've not seen him for years, so maybe he's got it sorted out. So yeah, that was my first experience, and it wasn't a good experience. So I think in my mind, I always had the reservations about whether I should get it done or not. So anyway, so fast forward to 2023, before I went to Thailand for the first time in December. I think it was July, August 2023. I don't know what it was, but something clicked in my head about getting SMP. I might have stumbled across some videos on YouTube. You know, that goddamn algorithm was showing me a message. And I was looking in the mirror thinking, well, I'm aging quite well, but I just didn't really like the fact I didn't have any hair. You know, that like shiny head syndrome. So I started investigating SMP, like artists where I live, and there were so many people doing it. I thought, oh my God. I know if I'd have travelled to London, it would have been a better experience. I know there's a lot of good companies down there, and they've got a lot of they've got very good like Instagram pages with a lot of followers, and you can just tell by the videos and the pictures they post. But going to London was too far for me to get where I live, so, and it was just too like inconvenient. So yeah, so I chose my artist, and I went to see them. I had like an initial consultation. I mean, come on, I was always skeptical. I was like, oh my God, are these gonna be cowboys? Like, are they gonna ruin my head? What am I gonna look like with? But in a nutshell, you're always thinking, what the hell am I gonna look like with ink on my head? And in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, what the hell are people gonna think? Am I gonna look stupid? Am I gonna have to like commit suicide because someone's ruined my head? If you do think that, it's just natural. So don't worry about it at all. It's just your brain telling you that something's not quite right. But I'm here to tell you, I'm here to like comfort you and say, you will have negative, if you're thinking about this, you will have negative thoughts about doing it, because at the end of the day, you're having ink on the top of your head. Anything that's here, it's what people see in society, and like you know you can get judged on it. I mean, not necessarily SMP, but being judged with tattoos on your face. But don't worry about it at all. Please trust me. I got over those feelings, so just trust me. There's nothing to worry about. What I want to do now is just show. Hopefully, I can show you on this video, just like my SMP, just to show you that. I mean, I'll tell you now. I've had it done for 18 months now. Not one person has noticed. I don't think. I think my mum might have said, "What have you done to your head?" Well, that's your mum. I think your mum's generally noticed, but not one person has said, "Have you got a tattoo at all?" Which I was very shocked about. So it just goes to show, like, not many people actually are bothered about what's on top of your head. But trust me, people were very surprised when I said that I'd had a tattoo on the top of my head. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I'll just show you very quickly. So I've still got a lot of my natural hair here. Like I could have like the follicular unit extraction on the top of my head, because I've got so many hair follicles on either side, this side, and I've got the SMP all around here. Okay, it kind of does look natural, and it extends all the way to the back of my head, if you can see that. So yeah, you can see there, in this light, it does look very, very natural. And to be honest, what it's done for me, it's actually pulled like the shape of my face back in as well. It's like, I think what it does, it reframes your face. It kind of gives you that kind of square look. So yeah, I've been very happy with this. I was so happy. Although after the first, it took 2 sessions. It cost me £1,500. I think it was a pretty good price for like the value that I got from it. Remember, when you spend money, it's all about the value. After the first session, I ran down to the toilets in the studio, and I looked in the mirror and I thought, what the fuck have I done? Honestly, that was my initial reaction. I thought, what the fuck have I done? But that's only because there was something on my head. There was ink on my head. And it took me a few weeks to just get used to the idea of having the illusion of hair. That's all it was. But once I'd slept a few times and kept looking in the mirror, in the car mirror, etc., I just got used to the idea. And then when I went back for the second session, probably, I think it took like a month in between the first and second session. And once I did that second session, it really started to pull in. And I think it looks great. Like I honestly think it looks great. And everybody that I talked to about it, women included, they're like, bloody hell, like, you know, you do look, I mean, I look young anyway for my age, but they said you look a lot younger. And people do say that I look about 34, 35. I mean, I'll take that any day. People pay good money for that, which I did. So yeah, in terms of how has it benefited me? Well, if you want, let's have it right, fellas. You want to know if it's going to get you women or not. You can't pull the wool over my eyes, because if you're anything like me, then that's probably the first thing you think about. No, it's not affected my love life at all. I don't know whether it's enhanced it, but the women that I'm getting with are definitely younger, like 25 and 28, mid-30s. So you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know whether it's had an effect, but it's definitely probably given me a little bit more confidence. And it does kind of make you more attractive, I think. So yeah, 100%, I'm happy with it. I think it lasts for about 4, 5, 6 years maybe. It depends how you look after it, and whether your head's in the sun a lot, or maybe just like the rate of your skin cell turnover. And the reason that SMP looks so good is because the needle doesn't go as far into the skin as a natural tattoo, and I think that's why the ink is a little bit more susceptible to things like exfoliation or just like natural cell turnover, or even like the UV rays from the sun. So I think that's why you have to take care of it, and not like just basically not, when you go on holiday, not have your head out in the sun like you might have before. So hands down, one of the best decisions I've made, and it was probably the best £1,500 I've ever spent. So yeah, if you do watch this video and you're wondering whether you should get it done, I'm telling you now, just do it, man. It'll change your life. Whether you're 6'2" tall, or you're 5'6", or anything in between, whatever body type you've got, you'll look good for sure. That, and some tats, and you can like get your body sorted. You'll look young again. And in terms of like care, what I've tried many creams, because again, I think something to think about is, what does it look like in different lights? Of course, being honest with you, SMP will always look good in low light. If you stand right below like a really bright light bulb, it will look kind of like a bit of a tattoo, but that's just the light. But when I'm outside in natural daylight, it looks good. And when I'm like in certain like low level lights, it looks really good. But I've noticed that when I'm under a bright bulb, it doesn't look so good. But that's why I just tend to avoid bright light bulbs. I also use this cream here, which is called Zero Shine 2.0. You can get it, you can buy it in England, just tap it into Google. It's like £44 for like a 2.6 ounce tub. I get the one that's got some protection factor in there, because I do go to like hot countries for extended periods of time in the year. So I do want to like protect my head and make sure that my SMP does last as long as it can. So yeah, I recommend getting that £44. It is quite a tacky substance, but that's why you just need to have like a pea-size amount, just rub it on your head. And it's honestly really good. I'm not getting paid commission. I'm just telling you like the best solution to like keep you, because you'll always have a head shine, right? Whether you've got a tattoo or SMP or not, you'll always have a head baldness shine because of the tight skin on your scalp. But this is the best one that I've used, and I just want to recommend what I'm using. So yeah, so there you go. I feel like I'm waffling now, but if you came here because you're wondering whether to get SMP, 100% get it done. Just as a reminder, you can get a really good hairline. I might look at getting this redone maybe in like another 2 years. I don't know. It depends how I feel and what the money situation is like. But I've had great success with it. The reservations that I had soon dampened down once I saw the great results. Women love it. Like nobody can notice. I mean, even if somebody notices, just say I've got SMP. Like, don't be embarrassed. Like, be loud and proud about it. So, thanks for watching. If you want to like and subscribe and comment, let's have a conversation about this. Or if you've got like a friend or family member that's thinking about SMP, then please send it on. Cheers.